To get started, I simply open a browser window and I type in notion.so. Note that that's not notions with an S. There's two places to sign up, down here and one up here at the top. I like the one at the top because it makes your choices a little bit more clear. You can continue to sign up with Google if you have a Gmail address, or you can continue with Apple, and you would have that if you have an iTunes account. Even if you have a PC, you could have an Apple ID. What I'm going to do is simply sign up with my email, so it's not linked to any of those other accounts. So I am actually going to be using a Gmail address, and I'm going to type it in here. And as soon as I get it typed in, I'm going to click Continue with Email. Now I have to wait for Notion to send me an email. That's to confirm that I typed in my email address correctly, right? So there's my email. I'm going to click on that, and this is what it looks like. You can click right here where it says sign up with this magic link. Or what I prefer to do is to come down here, copy that code, then go back to the browser and simply paste it in right there. Then continue with the login code. Once that's been processed, we're welcomed into Notion. Our account is set up. Now I need to enter some personal information, such as my name, my last name. I'm going to add demo after it because I already have an account and I want to make sure I know which ones are different. I'm going to set up a password. So when you sign in, you're going to use your email address and the password that you're setting right here. Click Continue. This puts us to a place where we can choose, are we doing this with a team? You're probably just doing it for yourself. Plus, it's free if you do it for just one person. So we're going to leave that checked, and we're going to click the blue button that says, Take me to Notion. And here we are in Notion. It's going to give you some templates that are listed here in the sidebar. I'm not going to use any of those, so I'm simply going to clear them out. If you're new to Notion, you might want to leave them there and then explore them later. You can always delete them later. This is the Getting Started page. I recommend that you read through this completely, watch all the videos. They're short. It's not going to take long. And it'll give you a good foundation on different ways of using Notion. But for now, what we want to do first is we want to create a master page. So there's a couple ways to start a master page. You can click this little link right here where it says add a page, or there's one at the bottom of the sidebar, and you can click down there. I like the one at the sidebar because it's a little easier to find because it's always at the very, very bottom. So click that to add a page. Now you can call this page anything you want. You can call it Home Base. You can call it Command Central. I'm getting real creative here. I'm going to call it All Pages. At this point, you can press Enter or click Empty. We want a blank page. Now, pages in Notion are made up of blocks. And the way to create a block is to find this little gray command that's there by clicking on the page and then selecting what you want. Here we want to embed a subpage. And this is where our hooked rug catalog is actually going to go, or whatever you want to call it. Type in your heading, and again, press Enter. Your Notion page is made up of blocks. And this little gray command, type / for commands, is how you add a block. One of the easiest ways. There's other ways, but that's one of the easiest ways. So type in a / and it brings up the selection window. From here, we can add our table. Type in a /, type in table, and we're looking for table in line. Now, rather than leaving it untitled, we're going to give it a name. It's going to be the same as the page. I put a period in front of all my tables and a hyphen in front of all my pages. It's just a way for me keeping it straight. You don't have to do that if you don't want to. But I've learned from experience that it does help me later on once we do some fancier things. And here's our table. All we have to do now is to set up the column headings and then fill it up with data. What you've just watched is the first video in a series of videos inside one course inside the rug hooking journey. Now, the Notions Hooked Rug Catalog is really exciting. It's a new software that I discovered in the spring of 2020. Yeah, during COVID. So I had lots of time to figure it out. Well, not really, but I figured it out. And it's really cool because it gives you so many different ways to display your data. And what I'm going to do is in this series is walk you through step by step by step on how to use it. Now, during the promotional period, during the month of August, you can have access to this one course for free. Your access will go away at the end of the series, and you won't have access to it anymore. But if you like what you see, you can join the rug hooking journey and have access to it anytime you want, plus have access to all the stuff that I'll be adding to it as we go. So I hope you'll be able to join me. To go to the rug hooking journey, go to howtorughook.com. That's where I house all my online courses and this online membership. If you're just looking for some free articles on rug hooking, CindyGayRugHooking.com is going to be your best bet. There are hundreds of articles there that have been written over the last 20-some years, and there's plenty to keep you busy. That's it for now. Thanks for watching.